Ladies and gentlemen, boys and NBs, I am by no means a hacker hunter, but we need to talk about the major events that have happened overnight involving Bobby Poff, the other band creators, Call of Shame, JGod, Activision, and Ziebler, the creator of Hacks, Phantom Overlay. I implore you to watch this entire video, as it will not only prove that Activision is in collusion with Ziebler and Phantom Overlay, but Call of Shame as well. The gameplay footage you are watching is of Bobby Poff being spectated by Grandpa Hacks, with ESP or wall hacks enabled. A link to the full video will be in the description below. Like this video, comment your thoughts below, share it with your friends, and get this video as far as you can. Of course, subscribe to find your way back here, because with Black Ops 6 releasing in less than 2 weeks, Activision hopes to bury this information and allow known cheaters to promote their new game. As we get into this, I'm going to go ahead and put my Activision ID on screen. It will be there for the entire duration of the video. The reason I am putting it on screen is due to the claims made by Ziebler that hackers have the ability to trigger a permaban on anyone they want, as asinine as that sounds. So my personal Activision ID will be in the corner for the duration of this video, and if their claims are true, I will be permabanned by the end of the day. Right? Probably not. Let's get into it. At the beginning of the month, as most of you know, Bobby Poff, Cloaksy, Nuke Jesus, and many other creators were permanently banned from Call of Duty by Ricochet. Call of Shame and many other supposed hacker hunters made videos about this, some of them up to 10 videos. Tons of excuses were levied by the banned streamers for their permanent bans, and their appeals were denied. Last night, 2 CDL pros were banned by Activision for cheating, those being Parasite and Censor. Immediately after, not before this news broke, and supposed hacker hunters made videos about this, Ziebler claimed that not only was his affiliate to blame for this, but also the same for Nuke Jesus and possibly Bobby Poff via Twitter. Immediately after this tweet went live, Call of Shame came running to the defense of Bobby Poff and other banned streamers alongside the developer of Phantom Overlay. While this was happening last night, my phone rang and woke me up at 11:37 p.m. Eastern Time. The person calling was the contact I have been citing in previous videos from the Warzone developer team and Activision employee. This person called me to update me on Ziebler's status as a private contractor for Activision and Ricochet. I also spoke with my guy on the Warzone dev team at Infinity Ward and got a little bit of information. The first thing being that Ziebler may not be an Activision employee, but he is a contractor for Ricochet, meaning they use Ziebler as a consultant from time to time on the actual anti-cheat. Yesterday, Activision called in Ziebler as a narrative was built to go ahead and remove the permanent bans from the band creators, from Bobby Poff and the CDL pros to the little guys like Nuke Jesus. Call of Shame was also part of this meeting, as she is also on the Activision payroll to control the narrative. As predicted this morning, Call of Shame released a video carrying water for Activision and Ziebler, the owner of hacker software Phantom Overlay.
Bobby Poff, a popular Warzone streamer, was recently permanently banned by the Ricochet anti-cheat, and he was banned live on stream. This gave us reasonable grounds to report on this ban. Activision also denied his appeal, which basically confirmed the ban was authentic. He was banned for manipulation of game data. The Call of Shame channel covered this in great detail. However, those videos have now been removed from this channel. Bobby Poff is no longer a permanently banned streamer, and his account has been fully reinstated. This is because he was a victim of a remote code exploit. This is not selling out, but stating an absolute fact. This is a developing story. Nothing like this has ever happened before in the Call of Duty scene. It's devastating for gamers.
Call of Shame also deleted all of their videos on Bobby Poff to destroy the evidence they had collected on Poff's ban, in hopes of a full cover-up. This Call of Shame footage includes Call of Shame admitting that the creator team, ran by Shanice, was already working on attempting to get Poff unbanned, the very thing Poff said himself. JGod also made sure to weigh in immediately last night in an attempt to further push the narrative that so-called hacker hunters were only making videos on the permanent ban bans of confirmed hackers for monetary gain. JGod was also on the conference call last night as the narrative was built and released, allowing for the unbanning of Poff and other known cheaters. JGod immediately released his own video on the ban removal before these bans were actually lifted, and essentially at the same time as Ziebler released the tweet.
It's kind of a funny thing to read through comments because there's so much misinformation that I think it gets spread, either amongst specific niche communities or Reddit or even the hacker hunters, and even amongst streamers. I think there's misconceptions that they spread. And that's because I don't think really anyone has all the answers. And I think if you're a reasonable person, you understand that. Sometimes things happen. He has been unbanned, and based off my original statement, that would imply he's no longer guilty. Right? Pretty straightforward. And I think people understand that.
I also covered last month JGod's own admission that he cheats via two-boxing. Activision will not make a statement about any form of false permanent bans, and that is because there are no such thing as a false permanent ban. Charlie Intel has reported on this in the past, as well as your ability to Google this yourself and see for yourself that Ricochet takes a hardline stance that there are in fact 0 false permanent bans. Someone within Ricochet has had enough of the hackers running the community, and I may have an interview with them soon, exposing further the inner workings at Ricochet and Activision, as they collude with Ziebler, Phantom Overlay, and the main marketing tool for Call of Duty, the very streamers themselves. Ladies, gents, and NBs, Call of Shame is fed posting on the main and colluding with Ziebler, the owner of hacking software Phantom Overlay, to protect the very Warzone streamers that pay her bills. Though Call of Shame did delete all of their videos on Bobby's ban, they certainly made a few $1,000s prior to their deletion.
But this kind of calls into question. There's so many quote unquote hacker hunters that have made videos about this specific topic. And they've maybe done 7, 8, 10 videos. They're really milking it. Obviously, there's a financial gain to talking about Bobby Poff at the moment because the views are kind of down in general for Black Ops 6 until Black Ops 6 comes out. If he stayed banned, end of day, it doesn't really impact me. The fact that he's unbanned, end of day, it doesn't really impact me. And for the vast majority, like 99.9% of people, that is the case. There are people that will financially gain from it, whether it's the hacker hunters or even this video. I think the last video made like $400 just because people are spamming the hell out of the comments. Thank you, haters. You guys pay quite well.
Call of Duty is cooked, and if what these guys claim was even true, that would be worse, because that would mean potentially hundreds or even thousands of non-streamers could be permanently banned without any way to reverse it. If Activision did false permanently ban Bobby and the other streamers, that means those streamers would have a slam dunk defamation case against Activision due to the fallout and impact on their careers. Surely we all know that this is not the case. Don't let these losers get away with controlling the narrative and covering up their gaming of the system. Share this video and information everywhere you can. That's going to do it for me today, boys. Until next time, leave me alone and like the video.